Hey guys, this is April at Georgia Girl Plans. I have another planner video for you today, and this is going to be a super functional planner video. I am going to flip through my weekly kit storage. I have kind of gone through it before when I've gone through my sticker storage, but I've got all of 2020 set up now, so I thought it'd be a good time to show you how I lay out all of my kits for the year, and then also what I do with all of my kits that I don't have spots for. So that is why I have two sticker binders here, because these are assigned to a week and these are not assigned to a week. Both of these albums are from Nicole Hutch Designs. I picked them up like a year ago, but they're, super comparable to Happy Scrappy size, the larger album size, and I love them for kits. So I had originally planned on using these for my foil storage, but I didn't like that most of the sheets were smaller and fell to the bottom, so that's why I like this size for kits. So I do have a gold and a silver bow here, but like I said, don't use them for foil, just for kits. So I just know the marble one is my assigned, the striped one is my not assigned. So let's start with the big one. This is very, very full, very, very chunky. It's a lot of kits. So I have gone through and labeled every single week of the year for 2020 and started filling in all of my kits. So I do use 2 kits every single week, and I use one in my B6 rings and one in my Erin Condren. My B6 rings is my functional spread that I look at every single day and that I have my checklist on and that sort of thing. So I try at least 90% of the time to use leftovers in my B6 rings or smaller kits, and then the larger kits I use in my Erin Condren, and that's my memory planner. So I'll show you how I keep all of that separate and how I plan it out in here. So let's get started. This first sleeve here is very random. For a while, if you've been watching my channel, I was using the PP Weeks, so I was using extremely small kits in my PP Weeks, so I was keeping like 5 sheets open at the front here to pull items for my PP Weeks. I'm no longer using that, but I do still have a few small kits, so I figured whenever I do daily spreads, I can pull from here. So I just have 2 kits here at the front that are smaller that I wouldn't use in my B6 rings or my Erin Condren. So those are for daily spreads if I ever feel the need to pull. Because I have a ton of functional items, I don't really need a kit for my daily spreads. So next section are my monthlies. So I just have a little tab here that says monthly. I usually only have 1 month at a time purchased because I put it in my planner at the beginning of the month. So like I just received my March monthly. I haven't hauled it yet, so I haven't put it in here. But once I haul it, I will put it in here. But usually it's gonna go right into my planner anyway, so there's not a ton of use for these monthly sections, but if for some reason I do pick up a few monthly kits, I've got space for them. So those are just some empty sleeves there. Then we get into the weeks of the year. Obviously, we are towards the end of February, so quite a few weeks have passed, but I started this at the beginning of the year, so all of these first sleeves are the first weeks of the year, and I just use plain white labels and just write the dates on them. I don't really feel the need to make it super fancy. I'm the only one that sees it, so this works. And like I used these last year, and then I just whited out the weeks and wrote the weeks for this year. I do have a tab sticky note here. This is from Fox and Pip, and I just, last year it said 2019, whited it out, now it says 2020, so I can turn to this week that has the tab on it, and then I do go through and keep track of weeks that I still need kits for. So these were last year, and as you can see, I do not need any kits until July. That's pretty crazy. So this is what is supposed to keep my spending on track. I don't need any kits until July. I don't need to pick up kits. Am I still going to pick up kits? Yes. But that is why I love seeing this and seeing it all laid out, because it really does at least make me think about it. Like, do I really even have a place for that? Seasonal specific kits really are the ones that I have to be careful about. If it's an anytime kit, I can fit it in, but yeah. So let's get to this next week. And this is a great week to give you an example. If there is anything big going on that I want to use a kit specifically for that, I just put a little sticky tab here to let myself know. So this week is my sister's bachelorette party, so I knew I wanted to use something specific for that. The first half of these sleeves, these are just clear sleeves, and on the first half, the kit facing upwards is what I'm going to use in my B6 strings. So like I said, a lot of times I try to use leftover kits, so this is a leftover kit from Scribble Prints Co. that I used in my Erin Condren last year, and it's just pretty and springy, and while it is not spring yet, I thought it would be nice just to use a fun, springy, pretty kit for my sister's bachelorette party. So that is the kit that I have facing upwards here. And then on the back of the sleeve, so facing back but up when you turn it, this is the kit for my Erin Condren. So I just keep 2 kits in every sleeve, and this is another Scribble Prints Co. kit, which next week will be Scribble Prints Co. heavy, and that's great. This was the mystery kit from April 2019, and I've been holding on to it for my sister's bachelorette party. This is more like a planner girl night, not like a bachelorette party, but there's really no other time I was ever going to use this, so I thought it'd be appropriate for her bachelorette. So, and her favorite color is purple, so I thought it would be great. And this is a ultimate kit, so that is why it is going in my Erin Condren and why it is on the back side of this sleeve. So that's the last week of February. Then we move into March, and it's just the exact same thing. I've got 1 kit in the front for B6 rings and another kit in the back for my Erin Condren. Then this week is my sister's wedding, so I wanted to make sure that I had my wedding kits here. This is Hufflepuff Pride week, which I did have it marked before I put the kit in there. Weeks where, you know, there's certain things happening that I want a kit for. If not, I'll choose a seasonal kit or an anytime kit. Also, if I purchase kits and they haven't arrived yet, but I know what week I want to use them, I'll put a sticky tab here. This one says TCB, it's the Crafty Banana. I have a spring kit on the way from her, so it will go here once it arrives. I tried to keep myself in line. It doesn't always work, but I try. So this is Easter week. So like I said, I already have every single week of the first half of the year planned out. This is my birthday week, so I've got some birthday kits, and June is my due date month, so I have a ton of baby themed kits. Obviously my due date is not set in stone. He could come any other time, so all of these might move around. I have 2 entire weeks of baby kits, which I am not mad about. I'm super excited about. And then I do have some summer kits, 4th of July, just seasonal. So this is my first open week. So it's open because I don't have a kit facing up and I don't have a sticky tab on there. That's how I know, okay, I still need a kit for this week. I don't need to pick up any kits that are not summer kits. That's all that I need right now. And honestly, I don't need that many summer kits. So let's get through. I've got kits aligned all through August. This is Harry Potter, or this is Back to Hogwarts week. September. Y'all, I have a lot of kits. I really don't need to be buying kits. We have kits in here. So starting in September, it's when it starts getting light. So I can buy fall kits when they come, but that's about it. So any leftovers from kits that I used last year, I try to go ahead and fit in so that I'm using my leftovers. All of these that are in the B6 rings spaces are leftovers, or like this one is a smaller kit, but I am still needing the larger kits for my Erin Condren spreads. And then moving into November, I've got a few kits to work with, but I've got some completely blank weeks. So I need a B6 rings kit and an Erin Condren kit. And then moving into December, got some leftovers and some over-purchased Christmas kits. I bought 2 extra Christmas kits last year, so I've got those in here. And like I said, I just have it labeled through the end of the year. So the last week of my Erin Condren is December 28th through January 3rd. So that's the last week I have labeled in here. And then I still have a few sheets left. So there's a ton of sheets in here. I mean, it's got to be over 60 because, I mean, obviously all the weeks of the year fit. So that is my weekly kit storage I already have planned out. So now let's look at the kits that I do not have a week for. So these are kits that are super like theme specific, or I just over purchased and haven't fit into my lineup yet. Or they're my leftover kits from last year that I put in here to find spots for later. So these first ones are full kits. So the first half of these are all full kits. They're not leftovers. And so like this is a Scribble Prince Co. mystery that's like movie night themed. I'm not sure when or if I'm ever going to use it. Sometimes I sit on a kit for a few weeks and I'm like, I'm never going to use that. I should destash it. So this is one that I've had since December, and I'm really leaning towards destashing because I really don't know when I'd ever use it. So that's one. This is one I picked up last year from Nightingale Paper Co. I just don't really like mermaids, and I don't really know why I picked this up, but I did. And now it's just in here. Camping kit. We don't have any camping plans, but one day if we ever go, I've got a kit for it. This was another Scribble Prince Co. mystery that I don't know if I'll ever use. This Starry Night kit from Nightingale Paper Co. I have wanted to use so many times, and I haven't found the right time. I'm going to, but I just haven't found it yet. An Office kit, whenever my husband and I start rewatching The Office, I want to use this. A Twilight kit. I picked this up last year, and I had just done a reread, and I'm like, when am I ever going to use this? I don't know, so it's just in here. Harry Potter. This is like a pink birthday kit from Scribble Prince Co. Again, I don't know if I'll ever use that. And then we start getting into The Walking Dead. My husband and I barely even watch this anymore, so don't know if I'll ever use that. So, and these are just like mini kits or like sticker books that I have gotten from different places that would have worked well in my PP weeks. I don't have my PP weeks anymore. I could pull them for my dailies. I just don't know what to do with them, so they're just stuck at the back of this section. So let's move into the next section. I do have room for growth here. Not that I need to grow any more kits that don't have weeks assigned to it, but I have room. So moving back here, these are all of my leftovers. So I have used all of these kits in spreads before, either in my B6 rings or in my Erin Condren, and I had enough left over that I know I'll be able to use them again in the future. I just used this kit this past week, so I'll be saving it for Valentine's next year. And yeah, so these are just all leftovers. This one I've actually already used twice, and I still have plenty left over to use. Some summer kits. I do go through this section and pull a lot for my B6 rings weeks, so there were many more summer kits, and I went and pulled them to go in my planner, and that's why I don't need any B6 rings kits until like August or something. So now we've got some fall, some anytime. This is another fall one that I definitely need to put in for my B6 rings. And yeah, just leftovers that I can pull moving into winter. And then these are ones that I've used this year. And then both of these are travel themed. These I used when I went to Orlando last year. So this is definitely not as thick as the other, which is good. I don't want this to be too thick. I like to use what I purchase, and I like to use leftovers. If I don't feel like I'm going to use leftovers, or I don't have enough for a full spread, I do destash them, and I do giveaways with those leftovers every probably like 6 months or so once my stack gets pretty big. But I love just looking through here, seeing the kits, seeing which kits that are in here. I'm like, I really want to use that. And most of them I've already pulled out, and that is why this one is so thick, because I have assigned all of the kits 2 weeks. So I'm glad this one is not too full, but It's kind of inevitable to have some kits you don't have weeks for yet, but I hope this doesn't get any larger because I need to control myself. And I love looking through this. I pulled this one out all the time just to see what's coming up, you know, what I'm using in the next few months, what I have to look forward to with pretty stickers to use. It's just so fun, and it is pretty satisfying that it is so thick and filled out. Also makes me realize I really don't need to buy kits. If anyone has kept tally on how many times I've said that this video, let me know. I'll send you a goodie. Because it's a lot, and it's the truth. I do not need any more kits, but I love the storage system. It works really well for me. I love having both of my kits together for the week for B6 strings and Erin Condren. And yeah, I'd love to know how you do your kit storage. Do you plan out your kits for the whole year, or do you just go through and pick whatever you're in the mood for the week? I'd love to know what works for different people, but this is definitely working for me. I really enjoy it. If you want to see these kits in action, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at Georgia Girl Plans. I do post pictures of all of the spreads I do with all of these kits. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know what you do for your kit storage. If you are not already, please subscribe to my channel. I do upload videos every single week, and I really appreciate you watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!